Was not to be for the Super Eagles of Nigeria against Croatia, and sad one for Nigerians. But he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day, like they say. But in this context, it's he who fights and gets beaten, and he lives to fight another day. But I had two panelists in the studio, Kelechi and Azu. Both got their predictions wrong. I don't know if they took it from a point of passion or patriotism, but regardless, what so many Nigerians expected, Kelechi, was not what they saw.
Absolutely. I mean, it was poor play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. For me, I think we were actually out-coached because the changes made by Dalic, the coach for Croatia, you could see exactly where he was going to. He wanted to boss possession. He wanted to hug the ball, make us pay. But the changes made by Ghana Rowe, for me, it left me scratching my head. It was like for like. You removed a player, you removed Ihalo, you brought in Kelechi Iheanacho, you removed who again, the midfielder. So it was like for like. So I didn't see anything tactical coming from Gernaro. It was a very poor play. But again, as you said earlier, he who runs who
fights and gets beaten. And lives to fight another day, my brother.
You should be asking right now. We've got Iceland to play in our next Group D game, and we saw the Icelandic team against Argentina. Yesterday, we were very, very resolute on relating against Argentina. Argentina had all the possession, but again, they had their white wall positioned in the front of the defense, and that also helped them out. So you begin to wonder, would the Super Eagles of Nigeria be able to break down that kind of a team? So for me, it's a tall order. It's a mountain to climb. How we would get out of this one, it bemoans me.
All right, we do know how important the first game of any competition is. And this time around for the Super Eagles, like Femi said during the commentaries, he said they came, they saw, and they were conquered by this Croatian side. Just a quick look at the statistics after 90 minutes. Shots on target, 3 for Croatia, 2 for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And where the Eagles were really dealt a major blow had to do with the corner kicks, and it was 6 for Croatia, 5 for Nigeria. And out of those 6, Croatia made sure that the Super Eagles of Nigeria suffered in 2 occasions.
Absolutely.
The first one was the cross that Mandzukic flicked and an own goal by Ogene Karetebo. And the second saw True Stekong, all over Mario Mandzukic like a rash, leading to the penalty that was converted by Luka Modric. 6 penalties to Croatia, 5 to Nigeria. We didn't use ours.
6 corner kicks you actually meant, not penalties.
Corner kicks, rather.
Yeah, my. Childish defending from Trust. Painful to the Nigerians out there. Painful to the productions also. You asked whether I was coming from a point of loyalty or passion, or just that I saw it coming. With what we saw play out today, it wasn't too much for Nigeria to get these goals against the Croats, but the rigidity in that team just failed them. There was no movement, and that was because I pointed out something in the first half which I thought the coach was going to work on. We didn't see that happen. We needed to see Mika maybe sit back alongside Ndidi and see Etebo play up front. Iwobi was also played out of position. Maybe Etebo and Iwobi would have now switched positions with Iwobi moving forward and Mika stepping back. We were seeing somebody play behind a striker, which I even had a question from the beginning to have seen start. You don't have a striker who cannot move. We didn't even know Iheanacho had come on the pitch. The first run he made was a shot at goal, even if he wasn't on target. That's what you expect from a striker. A Simi Nwankwo, I saw him drop back also to the midfield to help. You don't stand alone to see balls come to you, and that's what Igalo has done. Even when he stands alone, he's not powerful enough like we used to know him to withstand near-dead Dejan Lovren and also Evida. So, Igalo, I think the coach actually got most of these tactics wrong. Players he was supposed to have started, he couldn't bring them on in the second half because he had too many of them on the bench. And that's why Nigeria are in this position. Poor performance, in the end. They held on to the ball, but there was no decision. They were not decisive moving the ball. There was no proactiveness also moving forward. We didn't know who was going to get the pass in the end. It just happened that way because I think Raw will take the blame for this one, even if the players have their own role to play. But 90% of this loss or the problems or the challenges that led to this loss was caused by the coach himself.
All right, as it stands in Group D, it's funny Croatia up top leading in that group, courtesy their victory over the Super Eagles of Nigeria with 3 points, and we see Argentina 1 point, Iceland 1 point, then the Super Eagles at the bottom, and the goals difference -2 for Nigeria. Not too good, but 2 more matches to go, Kelechi, and you look at the way Iceland played Argentina, and you start to fear if this Super Eagles you saw today are good enough to stand against the Icelandic team.
For Iceland, they were a bit ultra defensive, so I didn't see anything. From Iceland going forward, apart from the goal scored by Figobason. But all the same, I think the Super Eagles for me have got the firepower to actually hurt the Icelandic team. They can do that, but again, Gernot Rohr, the coach of the team, needs to tweak something. He needs to make changes in this very team in terms of the formation, the shape of the team, because even how we played against Croatia today, there was nothing extraordinary. There was no vibe. There was no brightness in how they played today. And it was like an individual performance from the Super Eagles. Even when midfielders had the ball, no runs into spaces, even in the opponent's penalty area. So against Iceland, we need to scout exactly how they played against Argentina. I don't know whether they will come ultra defensive like they did against the Argentines. If they do, how we'll break them down, I don't know. We need runs. We need quick football to actually break them down. But if they can come out to attack us, how are we going to react? So Gernot for me has got a lot on his table. How he's going to take care of business, I don't know. Right now, I'm pained. I'm deeply pained because I didn't see this coming for the Super Eagles. I thought maybe we would have, even if we won't lose, let's get a draw. Even if we're going to lose, let it be about 1-0. Let's try to kick back. I'm still wondering whether throughout the 90 minutes, whether we actually had a shot on goal. In terms of working the goalkeeper for Croatia, that's Subasic, because I didn't see him make any save. Yes, all the balls are pumped into the penalty area of Croatia. I give it to Croatia. Their blocking skills are wonderful. They blocked almost all our balls. And again, one other aspect of our game I need to mention is our goalkeeping department. Yes, I'm not blaming him for the 2 goals. We shaped it. But I think his distribution was very, very poor. Very, very poor. I saw him making some frightening clearances, getting the ball back to the Croatians and putting us more under pressure more. So that is one area Gernot Rohr needs to look at too.
All right, areas to look at. Probably if he works on that, the Super Eagles will come up tops against Iceland. Just a huge maybe. Azu, it's been fantastic ride all through today. 4 games went down, but we put you guys through 2 games. That was in Group D. Argentina and Iceland playing out a 1-1 draw, and we also just finished the Super Eagles of Nigeria losing 2-0 to Croatia. Azu, it's been a good ride. Regardless of the result, we have to go home.
Yeah, been a good ride. Started off with France beating Australia. Denmark also getting a 1-0 victory against Peru, who fought hard and looked like they were going to get a win. Argentina also playing out a 1-1 draw, one very drab draw. And Croatia doing the better of Nigeria. It was wonderful altogether. The group is actually taking shape, but I know it's going to go down the wire. Nigeria might be the first to get knocked out if they don't get anything against Iceland that next game. I heard Bernard talk about the Iceland team not doing too much in the attack. But I've seen them, when they went forward, they almost punished the Argentines. And they might have missed those chances because it's their first World Cup one. And 2, they're playing against an Argentine national team. And that's still in their heads. So if they play against a team like Nigeria after playing a 1-1 draw against Argentina, they might look to hot the Nigerian national team. So all in all, the first thing for the Super Eagles is whether the coach is going to look at changing the mindset and see if the best of players, which is what I've been clamoring for, start in the starting 11. And it makes it easier for us to know the direction we are actually going. Beautiful game of football. It's going to be very, very tight. Nigeria against Iceland, Argentina against Croatia. And the games for tomorrow, first off, are also going to be interesting to watch out for. Nambi.
One thing, Nambi, lastly, on the Super Eagles of Nigeria against Croatia, I think we shouldn't be expecting much for the Super Eagles because 18 players are making their debut in this 2018 FIFA World Cup. And for Croatians, it's a loaded team. I don't know, maybe we were thinking about, ahead of ourselves. It's a loaded team. Yes, they didn't play fantastic football today against the Eagles, but again, they've got big personalities almost in all the departments. You mentioned Rebic, Perisic, Kramaric, Mandzukic. These guys are big name players for the various club sides. So we need to, be careful with what we expect from the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
All right, Kelechi, we have to go, right?
Absolutely. But again, I'm enjoying the World Cup. And then forgetting about the Super Eagles' loss against Croatia, I enjoy the World Cup so far. I love the level of play from the opening game, though it was one-sided between Russia and Saudi Arabia. But again, the next day, that was yesterday, we saw the Iberian derby between Portugal and Spain. The games were late. Morocco, for me, put up a good fight against Iran, while Egypt also lost gallantly to Uruguay. So far, I've enjoyed the game. I've enjoyed the game despite the 0-2 loss against Croatia.
All right, the World Cup studios opens up tomorrow at 3 p.m. So we'll get your minds right for the world champions Germany to take on Mexico. It's happening in Russia. This has been the official FIFA World Cup broadcast from the studios of Nigeria Info FM. And we're doing this in partnership with the network service of Radio Nigeria. And of course, this is all brought to you courtesy Kwese Free Sports. And my name is Namdi Akugba. Thanks to Zubi Karnicha and Kelechi Bernard. So we see you tomorrow. Sleep tight.